Dubai is famous for breaking records. The tallest building on earth, the most luxurious hotels, artificial islands visible from space, a city where Lamborghinis sit abandoned on the side of the road and billionaires arrive in private jets every single day. To the outside world, Dubai looks like a futuristic paradise where money never stops flowing and success is guaranteed. But what if that image is only half the story? What if behind the glittering skyscrapers, luxury malls, and social media influencers lies a reality that millions of people never see? A reality where workers live 6 to a room. A reality where some people spend years trapped in debt. A reality where the dream of prosperity turns into a daily struggle just to survive. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most controversial questions surrounding the Middle East's most famous city. Is Dubai really as rich as it appears? Or is the city hiding a growing economic nightmare beneath its polished surface? Stay until the end, because the truth about Dubai's economy, its workers, and the future of this global city is far more complicated than most people realize. The city that shouldn't exist. Just a few decades ago, Dubai was almost unrecognizable. Before the skyscrapers and luxury resorts, it was a small trading port surrounded by desert. Many people forget that Dubai's transformation happened incredibly fast. In the 1960s, there were very few paved roads. Air conditioning was limited. Modern infrastructure barely existed. Then, everything changed. Oil revenues helped launch ambitious development projects. But contrary to popular belief, Dubai was never as oil-rich as some of its neighboring states. Officials quickly realized that oil alone could not guarantee long-term prosperity. So they built something entirely different. Dubai reinvented itself as a global hub for tourism, finance, real estate, aviation, and international trade. Massive construction projects began appearing across the desert. Entire neighborhoods emerged almost overnight. Investors from around the world poured billions into the city. By the early 2000s, Dubai had become one of the most recognizable urban success stories on earth. The world watched in amazement as record-breaking towers rose into the sky. But there was one problem. This rapid growth came at a tremendous cost. And someone had to build it. The invisible workforce. When tourists visit Dubai, they often see luxury everywhere. 5-star hotels, luxury shopping centers, exotic supercars, world-class attractions. What they rarely see are the workers responsible for making all of it possible. More than 80% of the UAE's population consists of expatriates. Many come from countries such as India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, the Philippines, and various African nations. Thousands arrive every month hoping to earn enough money to support their families back home. For many, the promise sounds life-changing. Recruitment agencies advertise opportunities that seem impossible to refuse. Higher wages, a better future, financial security. But reality often looks very different. Some workers arrive already burdened with recruitment debts. Others discover that the salaries they were promised are lower than expected. Many work long hours in extreme temperatures. Construction crews frequently spend entire days under scorching desert heat, where summer temperatures can exceed 45 degrees Celsius. The city's incredible skyline was built by people whose lives look nothing like the luxury they helped create. Life inside the labor camps, one of Dubai's least discussed realities, is worker accommodation. While not every worker experiences the same conditions, many low-income laborers live in large housing complexes located far from the glamorous city center. These accommodations are often crowded. Rooms may contain multiple occupants. Privacy becomes a luxury. Workers can spend months away from their families, sharing small living spaces with strangers while sending most of their earnings home. Imagine helping construct billion-dollar skyscrapers while struggling to afford simple comforts yourself. For many laborers, that's daily life. The contrast is staggering. A worker may spend the day surrounded by luxury developments worth hundreds of millions of dollars before returning to cramped housing on the outskirts of the city. This is the side of Dubai rarely featured in promotional videos. The debt trap. For countless migrant workers, the journey begins long before they arrive in Dubai. Many borrow money to secure employment opportunities abroad. Some take out loans. Others sell possessions. Families often pool their savings together in hopes that one person can earn enough to transform everyone's future. But debt creates vulnerability. If a worker loses a job unexpectedly or discovers that earnings are lower than anticipated, financial pressure quickly becomes overwhelming. Instead of building wealth, some spend years simply trying to repay what they borrowed to get there. This cycle can trap workers in situations where returning home feels impossible. The dream that inspired them to leave becomes the very thing keeping them stuck. The shocking real estate illusion. Dubai's real estate market is often portrayed as unstoppable. Luxury penthouses sell for extraordinary prices. Artificial islands host some of the world's wealthiest residents. Developers constantly announce new mega projects. Yet beneath the headlines lies a history of volatility. During the global financial crisis of 2008, Dubai faced one of its biggest economic challenges. Property values collapsed. Construction projects stalled. Investors panicked. Debt levels became a major concern. The crisis became so severe that neighbouring Abu Dhabi provided significant financial support. For many observers, this exposed a vulnerability hidden beneath Dubai's image of limitless prosperity. The city had built its growth model around constant expansion. When global markets slowed, cracks began to appear. Although Dubai eventually recovered, the episode demonstrated that even the world's most ambitious cities are not immune to economic reality. The social media fantasy. Today, millions of people encounter Dubai through Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Influencers showcase luxury apartments, private yachts, designer shopping sprees, exotic restaurants. The city often appears to be a place where everyone is rich. But social media rarely reflects everyday reality. Many residents face rising living costs. Rent can consume a significant portion of income. Transportation, healthcare, education, and daily expenses continue increasing. For middle-income earners, maintaining a comfortable lifestyle can be challenging. The gap between the online image and real life is often enormous. What viewers see on social media is a carefully selected highlight reel. What they don't see are the financial pressures experienced by many ordinary workers. Can Dubai survive without constant growth? This question worries some economists. Dubai's economy depends heavily on tourism, international investment, aviation, logistics, and real estate. These industries thrive when the global economy is strong, but they can slow dramatically during crises. The COVID-19 pandemic offered a clear example. Tourism nearly stopped. Flights were cancelled. Businesses struggled. Property markets faced uncertainty. Dubai weathered the storm better than many expected, but the experience highlighted how dependent the city remains on international economic activity. Unlike resource-rich nations that rely heavily on vast oil reserves, Dubai must continuously attract investors, businesses, tourists, and skilled professionals. Growth isn't simply desirable, it's essential. Is Dubai really bankrupt? Now let's address the title of this video. Is Dubai actually bankrupt? The answer is no. Dubai is not bankrupt. Its economy remains one of the most dynamic in the Middle East. The city continues attracting investment from around the world. Major infrastructure projects are still underway. Businesses continue relocating there. Tourism remains strong. However, saying Dubai is not bankrupt doesn't mean everything is perfect. Far from it. The city faces significant challenges: income inequality, worker welfare concerns, housing affordability pressures, economic dependence on global capital flows, and a development model that requires continuous growth. The real story isn't that Dubai has run out of money. The real story is that beneath its extraordinary success lies a system where prosperity is not shared equally. For some, Dubai delivers incredible opportunities. For others, it becomes a difficult struggle marked by sacrifice and hardship. The price of the dream. Perhaps the most fascinating thing about Dubai is that both versions of the city are real. The luxury exists, the wealth exists, the innovation exists, but so do the struggles. So do the workers sending most of their wages home. So do the people living far from the glamorous districts tourists know. Dubai is neither a perfect paradise nor an economic disaster. It is a city of extraordinary contrasts, a place where billionaires and low-wage laborers help power the same economy while living completely different realities. And perhaps that's the most important lesson. Every shining skyline has a story behind it. Every luxury tower was built by thousands of hands. Every economic miracle comes with costs that are not always visible from the outside. Outro: Dubai's skyline may symbolize wealth, ambition, and modern success. But behind the dazzling lights lies a far more complex reality that millions of people experience every day. What do you think? Is Dubai still one of the greatest economic success stories in modern history, or does the city rely too heavily on an illusion of endless prosperity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden realities behind the world's most famous cities, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next investigation. And remember, sometimes the most fascinating stories aren't found at the top of the skyscraper. They're hidden in the shadows beneath it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.